In the 18th century, Maria Moises de Quiñones, an Indian woman from the village of Potosi, Colombia, often walked the 6 miles between her village and the neighboring one of Ipiales. One day in 1754, as she was approaching the bridge across the river Guitarra at a place called Las Lajas, which means flat, slippery rocks, a terrible storm came up. Frightened, the poor Indian took refuge in a cave on the side of the path. Feeling a bit spooked and alone, she began to invoke Our Lady of the Rosary, who had been made popular in the region by Dominican friars. All of a sudden, she felt that someone was touching her back and calling her. She turned around but didn't see anyone. In terror, she fled to Potosi. Days later, Maria returned once more to Ipiales, carrying her daughter Rosa, a deaf mute, on her back in the Indian fashion. By the time she had climbed to Las Lajas, she was tired and sat on a rock to rest. The child got down from her back and started climbing around the rocks. Soon she exclaimed, "Mommy, Mommy, there is a white woman here with a boy in her arms." Maria was shocked since this was the first time she had heard her daughter speak. She was also scared because she could not see the figures the girl was referring to, so she grabbed the child and hastened on to Ipiales. When she told friends and relatives what had happened, no one believed her, so she just took care of her business and went home to Potosi. When she came by the cave, Rosa yelled, "Mommy, the white woman is calling me." Maria still couldn't see anything, and so she hurried to take her daughter far away from this apparently haunted place. Back at home, she told other friends what had happened. This time, since the path by that cave was much traveled, the news of something supernatural happening there spread quickly. A few days later, the child Rosa disappeared from her home. After looking everywhere, the anguished Maria guessed that her daughter must have gone to the cave, because the child had often said that the white lady was calling her. Maria ran to Las Lajas and was overjoyed to find her daughter kneeling in front of the white lady and playing affectionately with the child who had come down from his mother's arms to be with Rosa. Maria fell to her knees before this beautiful spectacle. She had seen the Blessed Virgin and the Divine Infant for the first time. Fearful of ridicule from the people who had not believed her previous accounts, Maria kept quiet about the episode. But she and Rosa frequently went to the cave to place wild flowers and candles in the cracks of the rocks. Time passed, with Maria and Rosa keeping their secret. But one day the girl fell gravely ill and quickly died. The distraught mother decided to take her daughter's body to the feet of the Lady of Guitarra. There she reminded the Virgin of all the flowers and candles Rosa had brought her, and the poor mother asked the lady to restore Rosa to life. The Blessed Virgin, moved by the sadness of Maria's unrelenting supplications, granted Rosa's miraculous resurrection. Overflowing with joy, Maria went to Ipiales. She arrived at night time and told everyone what had happened. Those who had already gone to bed got up. The church bells were rung, and a great crowd gathered in front of the church to hear what had happened. At daybreak, everyone went to the cave. There was no more doubt about the miracle when all could see supernatural lights streaming from the cave. Going in, they found forever engraved into the rock wall the image of the Most Holy Virgin. Maria Moises de Quiñones could not recall noticing it until then. As to the image, it looks like Mother Mary and baby Jesus are fishing for saints. Here the fishing rods, if you will, are a rosary and a scapular. The Virgin is offering a rosary to St. Dominic, who was indeed instrumental in spreading that devotion throughout the Catholic world. Jesus is offering the scapular to St. Francis, whose order spread that devotion and has had a special connection to the sanctuary from the start. To this day, the sanctuary is under the pastoral care of the Franciscan Sisters of Mary Immaculate. Both the rosary and the scapular are instruments of salvation and of Marian devotion. The crowns were added later by the faithful. Geologists from Germany bored core samples from several spots in the image. There is no paint, no dye, nor any other pigment on the surface of the rock. The colors are the colors of the rock itself and run uniformly to a depth of several feet. As to the church, the oldest record of this holy place comes from the travel accounts of the Franciscan friar Juan de Santa Gertrudis. He was a blind monk who, between 1756 and 1764, traveled on foot from Ecuador to Nariño, Colombia, begging for money to build the first chapel in Las Lajas. At its completion, Fray Juan miraculously regained his vision. He believed as a result of his deep faith in the Virgin Mary of Las Lajas. Over time, bigger sanctuaries were needed. Today's church was built from January 1st, 1916 to August 20th, 1949, with donations from local churchgoers. In 1951, church officials finally accredited Nuestra Señora de las Lajas as an authentic miracle and declared the sanctuary a minor basilica in 1954.